Hello everybody. Now today's video is on a very touchy subject, very sensitive subject, so I need you to pay close attention and to keep an open mind. Yesterday I had a very difficult and uncomfortable consultation with a friend and client who had been living abroad for several years and had been sending money home to his father and to his brother with which to build him a house and to start a business. Now, a few weeks ago, he came home to discover that not only had the house not been built, the business had not been started, but that his father and his brother had squandered all the money. Last week, I saw a video about a young man who had been living in the US for several years and sending money home to his relatives to build him houses and put the rest of the money in a fixed deposit. Well, he came home to discover the same thing. They had stolen all the money, they squandered the money, they didn't build the houses, and the young man's reaction was so violent that somebody captured it on his phone and put it up on social media for the world to see. Scenarios like this are very common, and in fact they are becoming even more common in recent times. I say in my videos, don't invest heavily in family and friends. Not because I'm not a family-oriented person. I love my family, they love me, and we trust each other very much. But when you put certain kinds of responsibilities on your family members, you are exposing them to temptation and you are putting stress on them. Unfortunately, in the world we live in, you can only trust your family and your very close friends to do certain things for you. That is why you must send money home to them to build you houses or to start businesses for you or to procure some other fixed asset that you wish to retire on. Now, if you must do that, there are certain rules that you should follow to make sure that the same thing that happened to the guy in the video or to my clients does not happen to you. Now, the first thing you should do is you should have a contract or a service level agreement. You can call it whatever you like, but you should put in writing in detail exactly what it is that you want to achieve, what you want your relatives to do for you, and they should sign it to indicate that they understand what you want from them and they are willing to go along with your wishes. Don't feel bad or don't feel guilty if they get angry at you, because if they truly love you, they will understand what you are trying to do. You don't want to take any risks with your money. It is very important. Now, the second thing that you should do is you should involve professionals. Involve professionals. All right? If you are sending money across borders to somebody to purchase something for you, whether an asset or to procure some kind of service for you, then whether you like it or not, you have initiated a financial transaction and you should protect your money. Make sure that you get a lawyer who is going to follow up on whatever is being done. If it's a building that is being erected on your behalf, get your lawyer to follow up and to write you officially to report his findings. Get your banker to vet every single document before releasing money to your relatives. It is very important because you have to protect your money. Now, the third thing that you need to do is you need to introduce mitigants and insist on supervision. What do I say by mitigants? Mitigants are things that reduce risk in any particular transaction or in any particular scenario. If you are building a house, you can employ the services of a professional builder or an architect, somebody that will provide insight that will make sure that the job is done properly. Then you can have your relative be the overall supervisor. But that way, you will make sure that you get the best out of that particular project. Make sure you pay these professionals. If you need to put them on the retainer, put them on the retainer, pay their consulting fees so that you can get the best out of them. I say this in my videos all the time. Insist on reports, detailed and periodic reports to be sent to you via mail. Insist on video chats and pictures that you can see what is being done and you can assess for yourself the level of effectiveness on what is going on. It seems tedious and your relatives will want to avoid all the paperwork and all the excess hassle, but you need to insist on this because you must reduce your risk, you must mitigate it. It's very important. And the fourth thing that you need to do is make sure that you compensate. Whether you like it or not, if you're asking your father or your brother, somebody close to you, to do something as serious as build a house or start a business, or to procure some kind of asset for you, you should compensate him. You are asking that person to work for you, and you should state from the outset what kind of compensation that they are going to get, and you should follow through on it. Don't cut corners and don't try and skimp. Don't assume that because you are related to this person and this person loves you unconditionally, that you can use the person's time and use the person's services without providing compensation. It's very important. So let's quickly run through again. Number one, have a contract or a service level agreement. Put in writing what you want done. Let them sign it. You can have it notarized if you like, but make sure that they sign it and they follow it to the letter. Number two, involve professionals. Involve professionals. Make sure your banker is on board. Make sure your lawyer is on board in their professional capacity. Let them write you. Let them give you periodic reports officially, so that you will be able to protect yourself, protect your relationship with your family, and protect your money. Thirdly, introduce mitigants and insist on supervision. All right, if you're building a house, get an expert. Ask for video evidence, ask for documentary evidence to be sent to you, ask for documents to be vetted. You can ask for pictures of what is going on so that you can monitor it and follow up. Keep communication lines open, call regularly, make sure that you are called regularly and apprised. It might seem like a hassle, but do not allow them to, don't allow them to cut corners, don't allow them to slide on it. Follow up with them and ensure that they keep you constantly apprised of the situation. It is very important. That way you mitigate or you reduce your risk. Then finally, make sure you compensate. Make sure you compensate. Don't be cheap. You are using your family, your father or your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your mother, your auntie, your niece, your nephew. You are using their service. Make sure you pay them. You are using their time. Make sure you pay them. Don't be cheap. All right, compensate them. That way they'll put in their best and they will remember that the person that they are working for is a loved one and has the best in mind for them. How do you see this video? If you have anything to add to this video, it's very important. This topic is very important. If you have anything to add to this video, please leave a comment in the space below. If you don't disagree with any of the points I have listed, please go ahead and leave a comment in the space below. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you will know when new videos are coming out. Check out my other written works, Get Up, Get Busy, Get That A, which is a book for students on academic excellence, and also 360-Degree Mastery, which is a book for people such as us, entrepreneurs, employees, business people. My name is Ifan Yuba and this is 360-Degree Mastery, and I am urging you, don't take risks with your money. Make sure that your family and friends know the importance of record keeping. Hold them accountable and hold yourself accountable so that the relationship, the love that you share will be preserved. And I wish you well. Namaste.